Ladies and gentlemen, your Rails Conference Program Chair, Chad Fowler.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming. This is our fourth International Rails Conference. We're very excited about it. First time in a couple of years we've moved out of Portland. Hope you're enjoying the Las Vegas attractions. I can't see very well, but I was wanting to get a show of hands and find out how many of you are first-time RailsConf attendees. Wow, that's a lot. And how many of you have been here for 4 years in a row? All right, cool. Very good. Well, welcome new people. We have an exciting program. As the program chair, I find that every year it gets harder and harder to keep the program. And I think it's because, at the beginning, in 2006, it was all just like, here's what active record is, and here's what, here's how you write controllers. And then there was, well, here's how you use REST, because no one knew what it was. All right. How's that? Okay. At this point, the state of the art is really advanced. I was in Scotland, at Scotland on Rails a couple of weeks ago, and Marcel Molina gave an opening keynote there. He is one of the Rails Core alumni, and the main point of the keynote that was really interesting and inspiring to me was that back in the early days of Rails, there was this real separation between the Rails experts and everybody else, the unwashed masses, the people in the Ruby on Rails IRC channel that just were spamming questions left and right. And at this point, the state of the art has really progressed to the point such that the community's body of knowledge is sort of merging together, and there isn't such a difference between the elite and the regular people. Everyone's kind of getting to that point. So it makes the program really hard to choose in a good way, because there are so many awesome choices. And from names of people that I haven't heard of, which is unusual too, because it used to be we all knew each other. And, I knew that Jim Weyrich knew this and Jeremy Kemper knew that, and that was basically, how you figured out who knew what. So this year is really exciting from that perspective. I plan on learning a lot of stuff from the sessions here, and I know that you will too. I have just a few opening remarks, and then we'll move on to the keynote. First, I would like to thank our diamond sponsor, Engine Yard. Year after year, they're here supporting us, and this year is no different. So a big round of applause for Engine Yard. Also, thanks to the Blue Box Group for sponsoring breakfast this morning. And if you went to the breakfast, the exhibit hall is back in that area behind us. Definitely support the sponsors. They help make this event possible. So go back, visit the exhibit hall, and you'll actually find you'll learn a lot of interesting stuff back there. The people making Rails-related products are often the people who are really kind of the experts who've been around for a long time. So there's a lot to learn back in the exhibit hall. You will be happy to know that there is power available in all of the session rooms today. But not tomorrow or the next day, so get your power today. Make sure you've charged up, and we're going to remove the outlets. But seriously, there may not be power for every single laptop because just about everybody has one. So once you've charged up, just be nice about sharing. Be careful with the Wi-Fi. If you're trying to get like the last season of Battlestar Galactica or something, wait until you get home for that. RailsConf t-shirts will be available today. Let's see. Starting at noon from the registration. So just take your badge and you'll be able to get a t-shirt. And then finally, we do want to get your feedback about the conference. And so, actually not finally, one more point, but as you attend the sessions, the best way to actually give us useful feedback is to go online and rate the session as soon as you can. So I know that if it were me and I was waiting until the very end, I probably wouldn't remember exactly how I felt, but I also probably just wouldn't do it, because the conference would become a positive memory for me. So if you could do that as you go, that'd be great. Anyone have portable video cameras, like flip video cameras, that sort of thing? Quite a few people. All right, so we're doing something new this year. The RailsConf, the keynotes will be videotaped, for example, the one that's about to start. And it will be up on the website, I think, tomorrow on Blip TV. We also, and that's new, because it used to take quite a bit longer than that for those of you who have been in the past. We're also trying something new this year. Or if you're in a session and you want to videotape, or you're in the halls, or wherever you want to go, we have a Blip TV account, and we'll give you the information for it tomorrow or later today. And with the Blip TV account, you can log in and actually post stuff to RailsConf. So we're going to have kind of a crowdsourced video thing. If you're taping a presenter, make sure it's okay with them before you start taping them. And of course, if you're taping even a person walking around outside, it's probably a good idea to make sure it's all right. But that should be interesting. We also have Greg Pollock doing his video stuff that he's been doing for the past couple of years. To keep in touch with us, for those of you who use Twitter, and even if you don't, it might be a good idea to sign up. We have an account called RailsConf on Twitter, and people are using the RailsConf hashtag, so that's the best way to keep in touch with us. We actually watch that. So if you search for yesterday's traffic, you'll find that people were making suggestions, and we were seeing those suggestions and responding. So that's a really good way to keep in touch and give us real-time feedback about things that could be improved as they could be improved.